Ecclesiasticus 11 verse 3. The bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things.
That's right. It says the bee, read again.
It says the bee is little among such as fly.
That's right. The bee is little such as flies. So like insects, I'm saying bees are a small aspect of that.
But her fruit is the chief of sweet things.
But her fruit is the chief of sweet things because it makes honey. Now, when you look at that spiritually, Israel, the elect of Israel, we are the bees. Because when you even go to society or just existence, they say that you can't have society, people wouldn't exist without bees. Because bees pollinate everything. All the fruits, all the vegetables, everything that we eat is pollinated by bees. Everything that the cow is supposed to eat, not the GMOs, is pollinated by bees. So if we didn't have bees, then the whole world would be out of order. That's why the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are those bees. And the other nations, really the 2/3 and the other nations, are those flies. Read it one more time.
It says, the bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things.
Right. The fruit, which is for bees, is honey. The fruit for us is the kingdom. So that's what we striving for. We trying to get the kingdom.
That fruit is actually that truth. You know, there's not many of us, you know, but the small amount of us, we got the most purest form of anything, you know, as far as this truth is, so to speak. You know, you got Islam nation, Islam is huge, Baptist church is huge, you know, all these denominations. It's 2/3 of Israel and the heathens and Esau, but you got the elect, which is 1/3 of Israel, not the world, but 1/3 of Israel. But we got the chiefest of the fruit, which is that truth. You know?
Ecclesiasticus 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
That's right, because like you said, it's truth. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to get, that fruit. We're trying to get that honey. So if you come to serve the Lord, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have oppositions against you. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, be in tune with your star player, so to speak.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
That's right, because in His truth, you know what I'm saying, of course, you know what I'm saying, we pray that the prophecies come to pass speedily, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. It might happen this year, it might happen next year. But that's why I said constantly endure. Because it's a fight, it's a battle. Ain't nothing that's worth it gonna come just like that. You ain't never win a Super Bowl in one game. You had to go through the preseason, you had to go through the regular season, the playoffs, and then you went to the Super Bowl, and then you won the Super Bowl. That's why you gotta constantly endure. You gotta work in yourself and correct yourself a measure. You gotta step outside yourself, make sure that you're doing the right things that you need to do, that you're on that right path.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
That's right, when times get bad, you know what I'm saying, just stick to the truth, man. Stick to the Bible. If you got questions, inquire with a man of knowledge, you know what I'm saying, a godly man. And overall, pray to the Most High. Yahweh Shai.
You know, making our haste in time of trouble as well. You know, that's why we have to have the experience. Okay, because once that experience comes, the tribulations come. Okay, we're not supposed to just be in panic mode. We know what to do because we knew these things were going to happen.
Get that in Romans chapter 4. I think it's chapter 4 or chapter 8, either two.
It runs down, I believe, I want to say Peter's, I might be wrong, but it says with patience comes experience, with experience comes, you know, so on and so forth. Once we have all these elements, we're not going to make haste in time of trouble.
Romans 5:1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. Romans 5:3, and not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
That's right. When you're going through something, you know what I'm saying, if you don't know how long you might go through it. You might lose your job. You know, you might not get a job next week. You might not get a job for 5 months. But you know what I'm saying, that's going to help build your patience.
It's that glory in it, because no pain, no gain. You know what I'm saying? No pain, no gain. How much appreciation if you could just get to walk into the kingdom? You know what I'm saying? There's no appreciation in that, you know? But when you earn something, it's just like, it's all worth it. When you work hard for something, it's all worth it, you know? When you're out here enduring, people talking shit, and you finally get to start beheading these motherfuckers compared to a motherfucker that woke up 2 days before that and just started just killing people, and they ain't never had, they've been living like Esau their whole life. It's like the same value ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Our passion ain't gonna be nowhere as much as Elder Tahar on down, Abba Bivens, our forefathers in this truth. You know, Abba Bivens and them. You know, they gonna have a passion out this world, man. Because they've been working, they worked hard for this, and our elders are still working hard. You know, go ahead.
In patience, experience, and experience hope.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? It's all tied together, because it's like the domino effect. When you have one, the next one's gonna tap into that to the next one.
Yeah, because they're saying patience, experience. With you going through tribulations, you like, okay, I'm going through it, and you enduring it with the patience, and now you experience comes because next time when you go into it, or if that situation come about again, you know how to deal. You done already been through it, so you had the patience. You know what I mean, you built the patience. You had the experience, like you just said. You know how to react to it, man. And then it said, and experience hope. Now it ain't like, oh, it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? I lost my job, it's the end of the world. You already lost your job before. So what do you gotta do? Do what you're supposed to do and just find another job. So it ain't no hope is all lost, you know?
Or going straight to the scriptures with it, that when you first get in this truth, you go through tribulation, and you take it with patience, and you take it with glory and gladness, and then it gives you patience. So you learn more. Then you get experience. You know what I'm saying? And once you get that experience, then you know that you're dealing with the truth. You know that this is true, and it gives you hope. You know, like you said, it all ties in together, but that's the way it ties in. For something that works, you know, you understand. You know, you go through that tribulation, like, man, you know, and then the Most High work it out. And then the next time it comes, you know, you have experience in that area. But the only way you get this experience is if you do it, you know. If you do it wholeheartly and take the tribulation, because it ain't an easy job, man. Ain't nothing here easy in life. Ain't no easy way out. So looking for it is asinine, man. It's stupid. So you just have to, when you do something, man, and you know you about to do it, you gotta do it with expectations of it being hard. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to take the easy way out, that shit don't benefit you none, man. Because as soon as it get bad, you're gonna quit. You know? I don't care if you got a business going and you're trying to make some money, and you're trying to make the fast, easy money. As soon as that shit go bad for you, like drug dealing, you know, shit go, it's a wrap, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? But when you could fucking have a fucking taco stand, man. Then you end up with Taco John's based off of going through it, and you like, this is what I love to do, this is what I'm going to do. I don't care if it's cold outside, I don't care if I don't have no customers, but I'm going to still do it, man. You know? And a lot of people that, especially Jake, when they try to open up businesses, just on that aspect of comparing this to the truth, they give up. They give up, man. They start these businesses, soon as shit goes sour, they quit. Want to do dinners and shit. Soon as they don't get no sales for a month, they quit. You know what I'm saying? And then they do it again. What, people done forgot about you. You lost half your fucking clientele. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is with this truth, man. You will get into it and then you'll get weary. You'll lose half your fire, half your knowledge. Then you gotta get then you know people that's been in it for 2 years, you see them like, man, I'm way ahead of this person, and then you fall off a little bit, start slacking and get weary. Then 5 years go by and you come back and that person is like killing it and you on the same level. You know, you on this 2-year level and he on the 10-year level. You know, you be like, God damn, how I get passed up? You know, because you didn't have that you didn't go through that tribulation, that work of patience, and patience giving that experience, and that experience giving that hope, man.
Right, that's like with cooking, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no patience, you might want to just pop it in the microwave to get your food done. But, you know what I'm saying, with experience and patience, you know what I'm saying, if you put it in the oven, you know what I'm saying, let it cook on 200 for 8 hours, now you got your meat falling off the bone. You know, and
you get as far as cooking, you know, you throw the damn steak in there 5 minutes, you flip it, and then that shit's not done, man. I want to eat so bad.
Or when you get seasoned meat, you season it some more. And you know, and you keep cooking, but you know not to do that again next time you cook your meat. Shit. And, you know, and then now you got that hope, like, yeah, shit. Like, I got this now.
I got that hope I can go sell plates now.
Yeah, I got this shit. I know what not to do.
You like guinea pigs and shit. Oh shit. That was into that though. I got it.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
that's right. You know what I'm saying? Once you go through all of that, you're gonna be increased. You know what I'm saying? Once you in the truth and you start progressing, you know what I'm saying? You're working that patience. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, you get salvation. Martin Luther King Center.
30th.
It's on 30th. Oh yeah, it's on 30th.
30th in Bedford.
30th in Bedford. 30th in Bedford.
Slave for work?
Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
That's right. Because like you said, going back to Sirach 11, you know what I'm saying, we little among the flies. So we in a lower state right now. So you can take it cheerfully because this is where we're supposed to be. In the ending, we're going to be where we're supposed to be. We're going to be set up where we need to be.
And guess what?
Amongst the flies or those that fly?
The little amongst those that fly is talking about basically all the animals like birds and eagles. The bee is the smallest among them. But talking about, read that again because we're going back to extrapolating. It says taking patiently. Go ahead.
It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
And when we were talking about doing that earlier, you read in the Old Testament about David when he got forced out of the kingdom, he took that patiently, man. Yeah. He took that patiently. He was still faithful. He was still the same person. Job, you know, took it patiently when they were changed to a lower state. All right, so these scriptures should tell you that you can do that. All right, these scriptures should tell you that you can do that. It's possible if you believe in the scriptures. So there's no reason why you should be stressed out when you're changed to a lower state because you read the story of Job and you read the story of David. Not saying that it's not gonna be hard and you won't be stressed out, you know what I'm saying? But these stories should give you hope to say, I can make it out of this. You know, as long as I do the right thing, I'm okay. I know the Lord ain't gonna have me out here head first like this. You know, not like this. So, of course you gotta get off your ass and do as much as you can physically, but when things are out of your hand, the Most High take care of the rest. You know?
For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
That's right, you're gonna go through some things. Like the brother said, the elders, for example, you know what I'm saying, they gonna appreciate it, or they when they get that chance, they're gonna be
Savoring them more.
yeah, they gonna savor the flavor more. It's gonna taste better in their mouth.
Yeah, we say they steak been marinating longer.
There you go.
You know?
It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way of right, and trust in him.
That's right, trust in the Most High. Stay faithful. That's basically what trusting in the Lord is. Being faithful, having faith. That, you know what I'm saying, can't nobody touch you, can't nobody do nothing to you that the Lord don't want him to do to you.
It says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall.
That's right, stay on the path. Stick to the script. You know, trace the kingdom. The book is the kingdom. So, you saying, just stay within those scriptures. Stay within the law, statutes, and commandments. Don't try to, go outside and do your own thing, or go off your own mind, or your own with your heart. Just do what the Bible tells you to do.
Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail.
That's right. It keeps telling you to do what you need to do to make it on that chariot. The Lord will not fail.
Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
That's right. Daniel, when he was in the lion's den, did the Lord forsake him? No, there was hungry lions, and they didn't even touch him. But then when he was taken out, and the dude was kicked in, what happened? They snatched him up. There's many examples.
A lot. We got these many examples, you know. Of course, we always say Daniel's, but you got Lot. You have Abraham.
Joseph.
You know, you have Joseph. You know, and it's all, you go into the Hebrews and they give you all the examples that when with the Hebrews 11 that we read the other day when it's going into the faith, because that's what it requires. Because faith is that element when it's out of your physical ability. You know, you gotta have faith after that. You know, you gotta have faith once it's out of your physical ability or your mental aspect to say, I can make this happen. That's all you got left is faith. You know what I'm saying? That's when you throwing a Hail Mary pass or something like that. You're trying to win the game one-on-one. Calvin Johnson, you know, it don't require too much faith, but shit, you got faith because it's one-on-one. You know, or you throwing it up there. You know, basically a one-on-one with a wide receiver type of thing, that requires faith. You know, so when you basically is taking it out your physical ability to take that ball and place it into his hands compared to running the pass play. You know, so with this truth, our physical ability is to read, watch, and to pray. You know what I'm saying? Endure. But once there's things that require faith, man. Like we said, when your head under that guillotine. You know what I'm saying? When your internet's out, all right? When you're